The 40k universe has always felt frantic. The Emperor's angels hurtling through the warp at reality-bending speeds en route to some sector-spanning threat or another. Or the Imperial Guard dying by the thousands every second just to hold some extra-dimensional horrors at bay. The Great Crusade went on for hundreds of years. The Siege of Vrax, that was 17 Terran years. The Horus Heresy lasted 9. Everything in the God Emperor's galaxy is just epic and dire. That's why I love the hives of Necromunda. Now, I only played the tabletop game briefly, but I was always fascinated by hives. These super cities that get built higher and higher and higher. So eventually, you have these gangers warring for forgotten treasures that have sort of sunk ever deeper beneath the crowded and often polluted labyrinthine corridors of hab units in hives like Necromunda. I found it kind of pleasing to daydream about such crazy adventures. Well, now I don't need to daydream, for Necromunda Hired Gun by Strumon Studios has finally released. Hello my hunters, my name is Septimus with the Grim Alliance, 40k. It's 1/3 of the Holy Trinity here on this channel, so if you're new, maybe subscribe. I aim to upload news and reviews weekly. Warhammer 40k is a lot like Star Wars. Holy shit, I can actually feel the angry comments. No, what I mean is it's an IP that I love that's been, let's be honest, a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to video games. Necromunda Hired Gun is itself, I think, a mixed bag. Do me a favor, after this review, I want you to go and look at the negative reviews on Steam. You'll notice a lot of them have very low playtime. Many under half an hour, at least at the time of writing this. Now, this isn't weird. Most negative reviews that aren't based on some balance change that have made a multiplayer community butthurt are pretty low in the playtime department. What's weird is why. If you've done minimal research and wanted to go in kind of blind, you'll have seen the trailer, maybe some screenshots. Cool, a 40k shooter with wall running. That's what I thought. That's when the game delivers within the first half hour. You get a cool 40k intro and then you're on a team getting ready to take down some gangers. It feels like a Call of Duty campaign mission. You progress and you start to notice the blemishes. The occasional stutters, nothing crazy, but it's there. The guns and takedown moves, they all seem to lack any kind of weight or punch. They remind me of the Wolfenstein games, which weren't really to my taste either. The audio is also decent, but nothing that's going to blow your mind. Then the first mission ends. You wake up in a Rogue Doc's surgical suite. You leave and you realize you're in a hub city. You can buy guns, you can buy cybernetics. It's not a mediocre shooter after all. Necromunda Hired Gun, it's a damn decent AA RPG. The hub's got mission zones and they remind me a little bit of Outriders. You select your contracts, then you ship out. And that is where the game really shines. I know I said that the weapons lack weight, and I stand by that, but the combat itself is insanely fun. The wall running, grappling hook once you get it. It's an amazing combination of Doom Eternal and Titanfall. The variety of guns, they're enjoyable too, and they do make a decent effort to stay true to the 40k source material, and they certainly look the part. There's also a rarity system as well, and the Artificer, he's at Martyr's End, you can customize your gear, but the system, pretty largely forgettable. The audio is also very fitting, I think. The sound of the guns as well as the soundtrack, they both do a great job of making your pulse race as you zip around blasting gangers. Now the voice acting's probably what you would expect from a 40k game, meaning it's not great, but it gets the point across. The cutscenes are particularly weak. I couldn't put my finger on it initially, but I watched SkillUp's review of it and he nailed it. The voices, they seem too quiet compared to the music and the ambiance, and it's one of those things that now it's been pointed out, you can't really unhear it. Overall, I think the world of Necromunda feels very authentic. I definitely felt the vibe each level was trying to give off. The Martyr's End hub in particular also showed just how much the devs love and care for the game. And yes, you can pet your doggo here. This is the main reason why, despite its flaws, I think Hired Gun will end up getting the love it deserves from the developers, and will end up being a damn fine game when all is said and done. I think if you're a fan of Warhammer 40k games, this game's worth it, even at full price. If you're just looking for another fix of that sweet, sweet Doom Eternal, maybe wait for a 20% off. Until next time, I've been Septimus with the Grim Alliance, and you all have been an amazing audience.